you been doing with yourself?
Just figuring shit out. Seeing who's around. Chatting, talking. Making some money.
Yeah, how much you got at the moment?
$3 grand.
You spent money on anything?
No. This is like... No, I don't... No. I'm gonna try to save up for a car. Either that or a house.
Huh? So what have you been doing to make money? Obviously group 6.
Group 6.
Right.
I told Jay I'd help him out with the weed shit. He's struggling for cash right now, so I said I'd invest a bit of cash and help him with whatever he needed help with. Logistics and all that type of shit. But I've heard that lockpicks you get access to free towing, so I'm probably gonna fuck the group 6 off and go in at towing. Big John Stone's gonna start up, take over city.
Yeah, there's been some issues though. A lot of people have good reputation with the tow guy, but they're not able to buy shit. Seems like he's out of stock or some shit.
I mean, we'll see what happens. If that's the case, I might have to just stick with a group 6, but bad as the looks of it, this is just straight money. You don't get access to anything.
And who have you been hanging out with? Well, what's been your go-to group?
I've been with Dre today, and then the other day I was with Smalls and his crew.
Okay. John, you remember way back when Benji said at some point the bell will ring? Well, the bell's not rung yet, but what we're doing is we're letting people to know some of the things we're going to be looking at when that bell is rung. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you with this shit. We ain't taking anyone that's not established, that doesn't have a name for themselves.
What does that mean?
So you, me, I was never Reggie from Seaside. I was Reggie. KJ from Seaside. He was KJ. Benji was never Benji from Seaside. He was Benji. Yeah. People know who we are. They don't need to associate a gang to it. So we want people that are going to be established enough and have their own connections and have their own bankroll and are solid. We aren't taking people that have handouts or they're just going to ride on the coattails. Because what we're looking to do, it ain't going to be a gang thing. I'll tell you that much. It ain't going to be we're holding down this turf. We're rolling on these people. However, what we're also doing is it ain't a family. I'm not going to explain what exactly we're doing, but something will happen. Ain't going to be now. It will be in the future. We're giving people time to start establishing themselves and making themselves beneficial. Not only themselves, but with what we do as well.
So what about all the work that people put in previous? That gets forgotten about?
It does.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not the smart.
The only
wording.
difference is we come and talk to you about it. John, that was over 5 years ago, man. People have changed. People are different. They ain't going to sit there and be like, okay, well, this person was there before, but we'll invite them back into it. No, we want people that are established and known
That
enough.
is, yeah, that is a
Is
bad.
anyone got any food?
No, I'm all out.
Fuck! I might pass out.
Need a bandage?
Yes, please. I think you're asking a lot. And I think what you're asking for, you're going to struggle to find. And to
There's some fries
escape
behind
that...
you.
Oh, nice one. To escape that label of like so-and-so from this gang is extremely hard to do. I was in the Ballers and then I came to Seaside, and I'm always going to be known as John from the Ballers. Or John the ex-baller. And I was never even known as John from Seaside. It was always John the ex-baller. And I've done enough to sort of escape that label, but it just never will, because it's just like too easy for people to go back to. It's an easy description. It's easy for people to do.
John. Before Seaside, I was in the Vargos. Who is fucking towing your car, KJ? Don't stop him. KJ, your car.
Yeah, I see it.
Don't stop him.
Yo!
So you start asking a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the point that needs to be made: was before Seaside, I was Vargos. Before Vargos, I was BBMC. Now, I was only known as Reggie from BBMC until I left that shit. During the time that I was in it, I started making connections with plenty of people. People started calling me to be a mercenary for hire. They had wars. Now, after I left, I went off on my own, through my own name with all the shit that I wanted to do, and help people and get contacts, start selling guns, everything like that by myself. I did that shit. KJ was known as KJ from the Vargos for the longest time, but he had the ability to change that whilst he was still in the Vargos. People just knew him as KJ. Yeah, they saw him with the yellow flag on all the time, but he was still just KJ. Anytime that I went to KJ way back when, needing to fucking have help with learning how to fucking break down a brick and that kind of shit, I was calling KJ. I wasn't calling the Vargos. I didn't know the majority of the fucking Vargos except for KJ. I didn't give a fuck about them because I knew I'd go to KJ for help. There is ways that you can get around that, John.
Yeah, but
The only way that you get around that is by not
doing,
being in a
my
gang.
name, and then I threw it all away for Seaside. I literally burned every bridge when I did what I did when I came to Seaside.
And are you just going to hang on to the past, or are you going to create
I'm not
something
hanging on the
new for
past, but
yourself?
everyone else does.
I mean,
people can forget, but
there,
like people don't forget.
What people call you and what people want to call you, that's nothing you could change, basically. If they want to call me KJ from Seaside, they do that. If they call me KJ from Vargos, they do that. If they just call me KJ, they do that, you know? You cannot
KJ,
change
do you
what...
think I've done enough? Do you think
Yeah, I think so.
I'm at the point now where I'm what Reggie's talking about, essentially with... I mean, I'm not the most known person, but people know who I am.
People
Okay,
know who you
So
are,
with
people
most
know what you go
People know I
for.
can handle me own.
Yeah.
And that, like,
let's do a test here, John. Name 3 of the locals you can talk to that you think people wouldn't know about.
3 of the locals?
Yeah, that you can talk to at the moment. That you think people don't know that much about.
Don't know what you mean, Reggie. I'm lost.
Have you met the fence, Victor?
No. What's that got to do now? What's that got to do with anything?
Just answer the fucking question, John.
No, fucking no. Oh no, I do know the fence, yeah, and I know the chick at the VU.
Okay.
And I know the guy under the bridge.
Right.
And I'm learning
Anything
the weed
else?
shit. That Dre's gonna get his hands on the drying racks. But the thing is, Reggie, I'm not that far behind. But that's not the point that you're trying to make. You're asking for the knowledge that I know about what's going on now. Whereas my point of arguing is the fact that my standing within the city and my reputation. I'm not disagreeing the fact that my knowledge is not all there, but I'm not far behind everyone else.
Right.
But my
So
argument
who'd you
point
learn
is
that
the
information
reputation.
from?
From Dre.
Okay. Are you going off to try and find anyone yourself?
I need to make some money. I need some money in my pocket before I start doing that shit.
What do you need money for?
Car, house, food, fucking bills.
So why do you want a house? Why do you want a car?
Because I want to fucking drive and I want somewhere to live. What do you mean?
Okay, John, let me explain this to
There's
you. When you get a
priorities
car,
I need to. There's no point
no,
finding
they're not
shit.
priorities at all. You want to know
Yes, they
why?
are.
Because when you
Why?
repair a car, one part across the board is $1,300, John. Why the fuck would you waste your money on that when there are better things you could be spending your money on?
Now look at the position that Dre's in. Because Dre's got some information, but he can't do fuck all with it because he hasn't got the money. So then I'm having to step in and then give him the money so he can progress with the shit that he's doing. So it's all well and
You
good
don't
saying,
have to do that at all. You
So
don't
what's your
have to.
point
You
then?
want to. So don't sit there and say, I have to do this. You don't have to do that shit at all.
So what's
You
your
all need
point
to learn
then?
to stand on your own 2 feet. That's the point I'm making.
So that's what is that not what I'm doing?
Other than being able to work for Group 6, what else have you done, John?
What do you mean? What
You are
Group 6?
missing. You are missing my point. You are severely missing it because you are so hung up on the past.
I'm not hung up on the past at all.
No one from Seaside is getting an easy in to anything that we are doing in the future. The
No
only
one's
thing we're
expecting
doing
an
is
easy in,
talking to
Reggie.
you. You're the one who mentioned it before. You said, "What about
I'm
all
not
the past?
expecting an
That's just thrown
easy
away."
in. That's not an easy in. But when's it like so that's not an easy in, Reggie. That's just saying like I've done enough to earn a certain amount of respect.
From who?
From everyone, from Seaside.
Seaside is dead, John.
Oh well.
Well, it's not Seaside. It's from the people who was in Seaside. Like,
Yeah.
I think you guys came off the wrong foot. Like, when you, Reggie, are talking about this, we had a couple of boys, and you know this as well, John. You have some, how should I call it? Free rollers, you know? They come into something established. You're different, though. Like, you guys don't need to yell at each other. Like, John, you came from the south side. You moved all the way up to be a fucking boss down there, you know? You run a fucking gang. You know what we are talking about. This is not about you. Because you already know it. I think that's what Reggie is. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a generalized statement that I am explaining.
It's a
to
generalized,
everyone
but
what we
it
are
come
doing.
off like you think he's in that statement, and I think that's wrong. And hey, you can arrest me, like I said before, if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Because, like you said, John, back in the days, like, you have no, like, you don't need to earn the respect. You already got the respect you should have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's more about moving forward. And this is more about some of the other boys and the girls, you know, who hang around us, who was there and freeloading. They came in, they got all the information, they didn't help out with anything. They were there, if that makes sense. We're just trying to establish a group of people where we can move forward. So we have people who can stand on their own feet. You are not reliable on me. You don't need me to function. I don't need you to function. But at the
This is
same
why you
time,
shouldn't be helping Dre.
and at the same time, if we come together, you know, we are a little force to be reckoned with, because you have your connect, I got my connect. And we
Yeah, but
put that shit together, that is a good thing.
you're saying that I shouldn't help Dre. Why shouldn't I help Dre?
The reason you shouldn't help Dre because you need to help yourself right now, John. Right? Dre needs to be able to help himself and manage with doing what he wants with the weed whilst also money. If Smalls can do it, Dre can do it. These are the points that need to be made. You think I don't want to just drop money straight on them both so
Yeah,
they
but
can keep progressing?
But it's like it's a revolving door of the relationship, because I get information and I help him with the money side.
John, anything that you need to know about that stuff, I can tell you. Because I hear
Yeah,
it
but
from
I'm just
everyone.
helping Dre though. I'd rather get it from Dre while I'm helping him, so he's progressing. Like that, I don't understand why you're not.
You are
just want everyone to be on
cutting
their own.
yourself short.
I'm not.
You
I'm
are,
helping
John,
a brother.
because you're not getting ahead other than getting secondhand info, which I would give you for free.
You charged me for the Group 6 info.
No, I charge Smalls.
Yes, but you wanted me to pay off. You're right.
Well, technically, that wasn't my information. That was Mara's information
yeah,
at that
yeah.
point. But yes, Dre needs to learn to stand on his own feet and make his money whilst also progressing. If Smalls is able to do that, someone who's cooked as Smalls can do it, which he's been doing, then Dre should be able to do it too. I don't want these boys to feel like they can get handouts so they can progress without putting in the hard yards themselves. Yes, I'm not saying at all that it's hard. It's not hard yards working on that fucking shit, and it's not expensive.
I can
That
see
is
what
not
Reggie
I'm
comes from,
saying.
but it's
But I don't want him to sink someone else's bankroll just so he can progress on that, whilst the other person's having to sit there running back-to-back Group 6s just so they can funnel the money. I need you to start getting yourself up good too. Start branching out and start getting information from other people as well. Start doing jobs with other people so you get a little more contacts
Yeah.
around the city. There are a lot more new people in this city than what we had previously.
But it's still early days,
Start
Reggie.
utilizing that.
It's still
And
very
that's why
early
I'm
days.
talking to you about this now in the early days, John, so you know what we're expecting later. This is exactly why we're reaching out to you. So you're aware that this is what we're looking for. This is what we want. This is the kind of route we're going. Like KJ said, there's going to be no freeloaders this time. Now, I
was
mean that in
freeloading
the
last
nicest way possible. I'm not going through names. I mean that
No,
in the
who was
nicest way
freeloading last
possible.
time?
That's not for you to know.
I'm
If you
interested
couldn't
to know
work
who
it
was
out,
freeloading. I
not
want
for
to know
you
if
to
I'm
know.
if I want to know if I'm included in that list.
No, you're not. I can say it here, you were not one of those. It's
John, were you someone that we could send off to handle something without having to worry about it blowing up to something fucking huge?
100% you could. Just,
Okay, there you go.
Yo, Letty, thank you so much.
you
And
can
why
say
is
about
that?
connecting what you bring to Seaside. Bro, I'm probably one of the most loyal people to Seaside.
Okay, Seaside's dead. Get it out of your
Well,
head.
you know what I mean, though. It's
Seaside
still
is not more.
that's still a family, no. It still is, though. It really still is.
KJ, is Seaside dead?
For now, yeah.
KJ, you know what I mean when I refer to
Yeah,
Seaside.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
like the family and the boys, the people that we were.
I feel like we reaching out to the people who was, you know, a part of us back then. See where they're at, see what they want to do, and you know.
Not everyone. We're reaching out to the people that we think will actually do it.
Yeah, of course. Then again, like I said, you know, when John came in, he came in with his own connects, his own. If we need something dealt with in the south side, we sent John. You know what I mean? Like he knew it all. Like we grew, you know, away from that. We didn't know who was running what. John was the guy. So
You don't need to sell it to me though, KJ, and we don't need to pat his ego for it.
no, but I'm not
Okay,
batting the
just need to
ego, but I
understand.
feel like this conversation got a little bit out of hand. You know, like. I think we need to establish, you know, like where people were as well, you know, 5 years ago. I know, you know, we're here now and it's a new future, you know, we're looking at new things, but some people, you know, will be laying in the dark just waiting for you to get the information you need and just standing there and, you know, like I said, freeload and get everything. And you have certain people that will go out there and find it themselves. When it comes to the Dre shit, you know what I mean? Like, if John wants to help Dre and it benefit John by doing it, at the same time, why not? I would do it.
KJ, KJ,
Yeah.
you were being anti what we're supposed to be doing right now.
No, I'm not being anti what we're supposed to be doing, because what we're supposed to be doing is tell everybody, like, it's everybody for themselves, per se. You need to get your own connects, your own information, your own thing. But if I'm spending money on some bloke down in the south side to grow some weed for me, it's beneficial for me. Of course it's beneficial for him as well, but it brings me to another level. It's a good thing.
Yo, let me put it like this. So do I go to someone else for the weed information and give them money and put money in their pocket and profit them?
Why does the
Or
weed
do I go to-
information help you?
I go to Dre because I want all the information. Anything I can get, I want it.
So are you looking at going into weed?
Possibly at some point, but I want to know about it. The more you know, the more you know. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is power. You've just said your point is to go out there and learn some shit.
Hey, John, guess what? I haven't given a cent to them and I know everything about weed.
I mean, right then, Reggie. I don't know what you want us to say.
It's quite simple.
To answer it. Like you're saying, like don't help Dre, but if I wanted to get the info from someone else, they'd still expect something in return. So why not just help Dre, who's a brother?
You don't think that Dre would just tell you anyway?
It's not about
Why
that.
are you having
It's
to
about
pay him?
helping Dre at the same time. I want to help Dre. I want.
You
to
are
push
letting
Dre
him
forward.
sit there and get money while he sits there working out weed, doing that shit while you are working for him. You are being his bitch and his
I'm
cash
not being
cow.
his bitch.
You're being his
It's
bitch.
a relationship that works both ways. I get information and I help him out, but is that not going to profit me in later on? Because I'm not just giving him the money.
Because
this
you're
is a
not doing
partnership.
weed right now.
This is a stupid
You
conversation.
are currently working to fund him, John.
I know.
I want
woke
you
up
to
today
get up
and
good.
didn't know anything, and now I know a whole bunch.
You could have literally just talked to me and I would have told you it all for free.
Reggie, every time I call, you're like, "Fuck off, John. I'm busy."
No, that's because you didn't call me when you woke up. You deserve that.
Because I was fucking busy earning money. Because I was making paper.
See,
I was
you're
chasing
making
the
paper for
veggies.
someone else.
No, I was making my own paper. I haven't given any money yet, but I'm gonna.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man,
help
you-
him. And when me and him go into partnership for this weed, and I have a finger in that pie, I'm chilling. And while that pie's cooking up in the oven, I'm gonna be out there towing. And then when I've got the lock picks on lock, and I'm out here flogging them, you ain't saying fuck all, Reggie, because I got my hand in the weed game and in the lockpick game. And then I'm
Okay,
gonna
John-
get my hand in the gun game.
John, you do what you want to do. I've told you what we're looking at in the future. If you don't fit that bill, you're not coming with us.
I already fit that bill.
Oh, I'm just telling you, when we actually
Mr.
put it
Chris.
into motion,
Holy
and I'm
fuck.
saying this to everyone, so stop taking this so fucking personally because you're the only person I've talked to that's taken this personally. It is simple. We have a goal in mind. We want people to be strong on their own and not having to utilize someone else. If they are able to do that, then that's what's happening. They are coming a part of that. We will bring them in. But if they don't, and they haven't listened to what I've said,
Thank you
the
so
simple things
much.
that we've asked
10
for,
bomb coming right in.
and
Holy
I'm sorry.
fuck.
Just because people are
Crazy.
seaside doesn't mean that they get a free pass. It's just as simple as that. There's no extra or anything about it. It is simple. Everyone is getting the same talking to from me.
Fair enough.
These words have come as well from Benji. Myself, KJ, and Benji are all aware of where we want to go with this. We just want people to be able to stand up on their own 2 feet, have their own connections, and be their own person. But when it comes to it, like KJ said, we will be a force to be reckoned with.
I need to get your number, John.
Yeah.
If I can have it. Thank you.
KJ.
Do you get what I'm saying, John?
I feel yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm buying what you're selling.
Okay. That's all.
All right. Catch you later,
If you
boys.
need any information about anything, just make sure you to me. I'm not for it.
Will do.
Yo, thank you. Another time. One.
Blue hat fucking puff Smurf.
Think you will
Don't try
land
and
on
push
your
me off.
feet down here?
Don't push me off. I already broke my leg once today, please.
Sure.
AJ,
Yum.
don't do it.
All right. Let's go and get to my car.
No, hold on.
One.
Why are you trying to undo my shit? Why are you trying to
I'm
undo
not
it?
undoing your shit. But when
You
it's
did so
stupid
well.
and it
You had-
sounds
you had
stupid, I need to
1,000
fucking do something.
You had plus 1,000 speech and then you said you started undoing shit. We need to have
Start
them a little bit
undoing
afraid.
shit.
A little bit afraid, KJ.
Well, I guess I'm
I don't want
stubborn
them
sometimes.
thinking-
Sometimes you're stubborn and don't see or don't understand what you're saying yourself, Reggie. I understand
Oh, I
you're a
know
smart
exactly what I'm
motherfucker,
saying.
but at the same time, you know, like he's not doing anything wrong. But you talk
Feeding Dre money
to a guy
isn't
who run his own
beneficial for
gang
him.
5 years ago or 6 years ago. You talk to him like he's a little child who just, you know, moved into Los Santos.
KJ,
What?
where have you been for the last 5 years?
I've been in Norway.
Okay. So do you know what John's been doing for the last 5 years?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, there you go. So maybe that's
So
why I
what?
baby them and I take that instead of thinking about what they used to be.
So what have you done the last 5 years since you know it all?
What have I done? I don't give a fuck
No,
what he's
what
done
have
because
he
I'm looking
done?
at him today. I am looking at him today.
What have he done the last 5 years since you putting that out there?
AJ, I think you might have missed what I just said.
No, I heard what you said. You asked
Okay,
me
what
if
did I say?
You asked me if I knew what John have done the last 5 years.
No, after that, when you asked me that question, what was my answer?
I didn't hear that. What did you say?
See, there you go, because you kept harping on. My answer was, I don't give a I'm looking at what he is today.
Okay, what
I
he
am
is
not
today.
holding people's past against them or for at all.
The only problem sometimes, Reggie, when you're sitting on a high horse, you need to understand where you're sitting. And you're talking down to people, and certain people don't like that.
You know why I talk down to them? Because they take it so personally instead of just listening to what I said.
Well, the problem
other
sometimes
person was
depends on who you're doing that to, because you need to like change up who you're talking to. Can you do that to Smalls? Yeah, you can. Why? He will just take it. Why? He's just a follower. Can you do the same shit to me? No, you
I don't
can't.
think you put enough. I don't think you put enough credit into Smalls.
Maybe no, it's not about me not putting credit into Smalls. He will take it, he will listen to him, he will move on. I know that Smalls is smart. I know he's good. I know he has his own boys doing his own thing. Trust me. But at the same
I
time,
think
you
that-
can talk
I
like
think
this to him without him talking back to you.
I think the point that you need to remember, KJ, is a simple point of stop looking at how they were and look at them how they are today. I don't give a fuck of who they were back then. I
But
don't
you
give a
can't
fuck
say
about the fuck ups that they
how
did.
they are today without knowing what they are today and what they're doing today. And they'll always need to
Which
put
is
in
why I
where
sat
they
there
come
and
from
asked
as
him the
well.
questions. I asked him the questions, KJ. It's been 5 years since we've been with them. Not 2 weeks. 5 years, man.
I know that, but
It's
you shouldn't
huge.
put like. Why are you like? You are using what you did 5 years ago as an argument in the argument as well. So why can't they respond to that then? Okay, they're not allowed to say that, but you can use that as an analogy when you're talking. You're telling him he cannot put that forward. Then you only think about him from now and forward. While you can sit there on your high horse and say, yeah, well, you know, Reggie's 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
What do you mean? I should be the same fucking standard. So should you.
I know, but at the
But if
moment,
I'm
like
not
when I'm
pulling my
listening to your
weight by the time that it
conversation,
happens,
what?
if I'm not pulling my weight by the time that it happens that we need to do that, then yeah, I shouldn't be included as well. Same goes for you.
No, of course. It should be the same for everybody. But at the
The
same
only leg
time,
up that we've got is that Benji trusts us and knows that we know the direction it needs to go. That's
yeah.
it. We've able to stand on our own 2 feet.
Oh, yeah, no, I've talked plenty of time with Benji and I know what he wants me to do, so no worries about that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Is we don't, the only leg up that we get is from Benji. That's it. But other than that, we've still got to do the exact same shit that they're doing. We're asking of them. It's not a difficult task. It's
I
not like
know,
I'm for the
but
apostle.
when you're talking to them, Reggie, you're coming off like you know it all. Mr. Smart Guy. Some people would take it and nod and say, yeah, of course, Reggie. Like you are some kind of boss, you know, from back in the days. But like John, he has a different background. You need to put that into analogy when you're talking to him. He comes from a different environment. He will not just stand there and take it. He will bounce back. Why? Because he was a leader. And because it's been 5 years doesn't mean that, oh, suddenly, hey, I was the leader of the ballers, but, you know, like in 5 years, you know, I became a monk.
I still fail to understand how we've had 5 years away from everyone, and that we need them to prove themselves now that they want to be a part of this. If they don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. They don't have these things. All we're doing is asking them to be better and be able to stand on their own 2 feet.
I think
To
everybody
prove
knows that.
that it's something that we want. No, they don't. They really don't, KJ. You're expecting people to know this shit. They don't.
But I think it's too early.
You might think it's too early. Benji's
Yeah.
already said he wants us to start working on it.
Yeah, start working on it. That's a different thing of start working on it and you can put it forward. But at the same time, you know, like, it's a little bit early.
Ah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Is I'm giving him a heads up for it. Jesus Christ. I'm
mean-
literally giving him a heads up because Benji told me and you to start doing this so we can start getting AU in order for when it's ready. That is literally what I'm doing. Is I'm telling them that this is what we're looking at in the future. If you want to be a part of that, this is what we're looking for. If you don't want to be a part of it, cool, do what the fuck you want. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you running off to now?
Gonna do my fucking Grubers, I can make some fucking money. Because standing here wanking off makes no money.
Dickhead.
What?
I said fuck you, happy birthday, dickhead.
Hey, fuck you too. Appreciate you. Where's my gift?
I got something else.
Damn! What is this? Some groceries. Oh, some vodka as well.
Enjoy your presents.
Appreciate you. What are you doing right now?
I think Dre wants to talk to me and then probably going to bed. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I haven't spoke to Dre.
But you need to do your grouper though.
Well, I need to make money.
Well, do you want to talk to Dre or do you want to do your Gruber?
If I can't we talk in the fucking vehicle? The moment we have sat here, there's 3 different people running past us, when we're talking. But we cannot drive around talk while people can hear us. Yo, Hero was good. Oh man.
Where
Hello?
are you? Okay. Well, pick up your tires, park up your truck. KJ and I are going to come pick you up from impound.
Impound? Alright, let's go and pick him up.
Well,
Sick, yeah. I got something yesterday. I don't know what it is. It feels like a virus because yesterday I couldn't move. Then I got better slowly, and today as well is like no energy. Said impound?
yeah, it's just at Mosley picking up tires. And they'll be there.
Let me talk to the guy. I'm wondering how much. Like, I've been having some struggle in impound, like tow truck shit, I was able to do 1 out of 3 works jobs he sent me out to do.
Wow, what's happening when you get there?
Well, I couldn't get the job, or the job was fucked, or I got the car but I couldn't deliver the car, and stuff like that.
And
Really? I haven't had any of those problems yet.
No, yesterday was all good. I had no problem.
I have a group. Can I invite? Can like someone join the group, a job, and still get credit?
No.
Oh, we're soon at 10. Okay. That is good.
Alrighty. Thank you, man.
No problem. Take it easy.
You too.
You wanna go towing? ASA, you need a partner for towing?
Casino balance. We're still able to do some casino shit.
My man Jeep, you're gonna have to rejoin me.
To be honest, man, like, are you trying to make money? Are you trying to get your rep up? Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get recognition with the boss, and I think I'm stuck by myself. I'm waiting for like 4 hours.
El Piero. 118 bucks, man. Damn, that's a lot of money, That's good money. Casino.
Well.
Look at this.
Look at this, Reggie.
Oh,
I'm out here.
I know about the tow union.
Nah, I'm not gonna have any truck problems.
Nope. Say you are with me
no,
and
it's
you
just
get good
helpful for
prices
you.
on tires, man. I made a deal with Mosleys about that.
Usually they want you to wear the orange vest and blue helmet that KJ uses. That's all.
Fucks.
Yeah,
And then you'll
fuck
get
that.
cheap tires. You won't get fleeced for it.
You know who made that deal, Reggie?
But I don't usually do it.
Yeah,
Who?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a deal for them and made sure everything was Gucci. Like, fucking Mosleys didn't want to talk to the union, so they talked to me instead.
These fine blokes.
It was
What's
good.
going on?
Chilling, grilling. How about you?
Yeah, chilling. You guys towing now?
No.
You just lawyering, you chilling.
Just chilling, waiting for my barbecue to be done.
Okay, you eating good, yeah?
Of course, When you're a tow
Alright,
manager,
man.
you eat good.
Oh, you're the manager. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Fuck you! I was thinking you're a tow tosser.
That was unnecessary.
That was a bit sudden. That was a little.
Southern, what the fuck, cunt?
Yeah,
Did you say can?
just
But that was a
put
little
say that-
sudden.
Put an
No, I'm
orange vest
Australian.
as well,
Bossman's
John,
an
you know?
Australian thing as well.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's strictly British.
Yeah,
No,
it's British
it's
thing.
not. It's
I'm
not.
telling
Why
you
is
right
it
now,
British
fucking
thing, bro? What?
Yeah, that is
Hey,
the most British
hey,
thing.
Dre, would you say that Toss is also an Australian thing?
I have not heard. I mean, maybe actually.
Dre, you
I
know,
have
come on.
heard Shano say it a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
There
Oh,
you go,
yep.
boom. You're fucked.
But isn't the Australian people, they're from the British, aren't they?
Yeah, we colonized Australia.
Colonized
and then
Australia.
gave it to
yeah.
them.
Yeah, listen, they colonized a fucking beautiful place, crazy, and left it.
You've spent 5 minutes there and fucking die.
What?
Isn't
I'm
the
not dead.
history though, like they used the place as, all right, you've been not in England, we send you down to Australia.
Wasn't it for the prisoners or some shit?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Yeah.
it was for usually non-violent prisoners, but then it was also they had a lot of people that were from like the navy and that kind of stuff from Britain. Came
Yeah,
over.
Reggie was one of the prisoners that left there. Do you know what he was sent for,
That's
KJ?
wild.
A lot of different
Sniffing
things.
bike seats with intent to lick.
Okay.
This fucking
This fucking guy.
I'm sorry.
That was actually a good one. That was a good one.
Hey, John, you considering you should be lucky I'm on my fucking nice arc, otherwise I would have stabbed you already.
So I can get away with murder.
This guy,
No,
man,
you
this
can't.
guy. Hey,
'Cause
I
I
will
have my
call you
Joker
later,
moment,
John, alright?
Don't let it be with you.
See ya.
Did you just flip him off?
Fuck yeah.
So what's up, Dre?
nothing, bro. I'm just trying to make some money out here. That's all I'm doing right now.
You
wanted to
towing?
Message me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing towing right now. So I wanted to talk to well, I got KJ here too, so yeah, I tell both of y'all. So
No!
yesterday
Yes.
I got approached by JJ and Cass and they wanted to talk to me. And
Interesting.
they were very secretive about it, and they wanted to they wanted to meet with me, so I was like, all right, bet. So I met with them, right? And as I met with them,
Hold on,
they
Dre.
had
One
a-
quick second. KJ, aren't we picking up your Gruber? Isn't that the whole point? You bitched about getting your Gruber?
No, because you're bitching about me doing work, so we're not doing that. We're having a meeting.
Oh, fuck you.
Some things never change, alright? Reggie
not
getting
wrong.
it the way he wants it.
Not wrong at all. It's good to see you both, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a while. It's been a long
Good
time.
to see you as well. I haven't spoken to you.
What do you mean? I spoke to you yesterday.
Yeah, but that was on the phone. That wasn't in person, though.
By the way, I need to get your phone number. Are you on Yellow Page?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you should always go through Yellow Pages because a lot of the boys have been throwing their shit up there.
Yeah.
So you can grab it.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so they approached you and had a chat, and what happened?
Yeah, so they approached me. They wanted to talk with me. I said, I bet. I met with them. And JJ and Cass wanted to know my ambitions and what I had planned going forward, being out of the city for so long. And I said, okay. I said, well, I'm kind of down bad right now. I don't have any money. So I've decided to get back into business after all these years and get back to what I was doing. And they instantly went, oh, so you're getting back into the ganja, like to the weed. I said, yep, you know me too well. I said, that's exactly what the ambitions are. And that's why I'm broke 99% of the time, because all the money that I make, all the investments go into that. So they were like, okay, well, we just wanted to know what you were doing and, what are your plans for the future? And I said, well, I don't have any plans for the future because I'm thinking about the now, right? Not for the then. So they were super vague with me, but they said that they have something in the works and it's going to be big and they wanted me to be a part of it. Now, I said to them, well, what is it? And they're like, look, we're sorry we're being so vague with it and we're not really giving you all the information, but we love you, Dre, and we would do anything for you. So we want you to be a part of it, like for something that we are, planning to do. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, what is it? And And they're like, well, yeah, sorry we're being vague again, but yeah, it's something that we're planning on to do with, we're trying to do. So I don't know if they're trying to plan something or a crow or whatever, but whatever it is, they want me to be a part of it. So I was very frank with him, and I told him straight up, I said, look, all those years ago, I forgive y'all for everything that you did, you leaving and everything, right? I came to terms with it over the years, and I forgive you both, okay? I don't hold grudges. It's no point. So I said, I appreciate y'all. And at the end of the day, I said, I will help y'all any way I can. But I don't forget the ones that helped me in the past and plucked me from the streets where I am today, right? I said at the end of the day, I said I'm very fucking loyal, and I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm very loyal to KJ, and I'm very loyal to Benji and Reggie, and I said, and that's just the way it is. And I said, look, I'm happy to help y'all out, but at the end of the day, if they need me, I will drop everything for them. And that's just the way it is.
Damn.
And I said, so if you need help with anything, I'm willing to help, but at the end of the day, my loyalty is live for the ones that help me out. And they were like, oh, okay, all right. They sound a little disappointed, but they were like, just think about it, because we want to know. We just want to know. You don't have to say yes or no right now, but just let us know in the near future about it. I was like, okay. Oh yeah, they're trying to start something up, and they're trying to grab me too. So,
Well, of course they want to grab you,
try and
Greg.
grab.
Come on. You're a valuable asset, Not only that, for me, you're a person. But I guess, well, I'm not going to say too much.
Hey, what the? How is that a line? To me, you're a person. What the?
No, what I'm trying to say
fuck?
is... Okay. Listen. Ray, like you said, you're very loyal. And the loyalty goes both ways. You know what I mean? You show me good.
Yeah.
I'm good back. You're good to me. For people around us, they know who you are. They know what you stand for. They know how valuable you are. And that's why I use the terminology asset. Because when you put your mind into it, you get it done. You always done that. I don't know if it changed in 5 years. You're 5 years older, maybe a little bit, slower. But I know, you always bounce through.
Yeah.
But then again, I was thinking, I don't know about you, Reggie. I'm curious what they're planning.
Well, my question is, who else do you think they're going to be reaching out to?
I don't know.
Thought that they were being very vague. I know when I spoke to you, I was somewhat vague in there and exactly what we're doing, but I gave you pretty much everything that I've given everyone else that we're looking at the moment.
Yeah.
I had a chat with John today. I also had a chat with Ellie today. I also had a chat with Mari, and I've got to have a chat with Yuki.
Okay.
So these are the people that I'm marking, so you're all aware of what we're looking at, what we want from you guys. So it's not going to be a shock when we come knocking with everything that we want to do.
Yeah.
You think they're trying to get information of you, or you think this is something bigger?
I think that it's JJ and Cass. They've got a plan for something.
Yeah.
You know that JJ is always a planner. He always has been.
Yeah, no, I met JJ I think 2 days ago. And at the tow yard.
His
Talked to him, I
backwards
said
cap
hello,
is too
and
big for him.
he sounded happy, I spoke to him.
Have you guys noticed that too? Like his hat that he wears looks too big for his head.
Yeah, I think he took it off. Doesn't wear that no more.
Yeah, it looks way too big. At least yours fits your head, right?
Yeah.
His, for some reason, looks like it's extra big for his head. But it's JJ, man. He's always been, he's going to plan something, and that doesn't surprise me, right? Whether it be something low key, high key, who knows?
Yeah.
But just know that when I spoke to you yesterday, I was very adamant on the fact of that this isn't going to be anything that we're doing immediately. That we've got to wait for the timing to be right and everyone to be set
Yeah.
in their ways to move forward with this. So we have established people that have a goal that they're already working towards, so they know exactly when the time comes, this is it, this is everything, this is where we're going. Would you want to be a part of it? Because you are an asset now.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting there saying something along the lines of, hey, your XC side you're in, we want people to be assets. So then you know that if you get invited to this, that the other person standing beside you brings something of equal value to the table. And then so does that person, so does that person. Then that benefits every single person in that group. Instead of you just being used as a pawn for something.
Yeah. I like that. I think that's very beneficial to have different people in different doing different things, you know what I'm saying? That's why I told like John, I asked him today, what's your ambitions or what you got planned? And he's like, I'm Big John. Like, that's all I need. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for, John. I said, what do you want to do? He's like, I'm just trying to make money. I'm like, I know that, but what do you want to do? What do you want to focus on? And he's like, I don't know. But I told him to look at the towing because I said, look, you've had experience in the past all those years ago. Maybe it's time to pick up the trade again because you could be beneficial in that. He's like, what can I get? I said, you could get some, you do it for a long time, bro. You can get some lockpicks and everything like that, you know? Repair kits.
Yeah,
I
can get the
handy.
repair kits now, but I think a lot of people with a good standing with the bossman down there can't buy the other shit. So I don't know if it's out of stock or it's like you need to be good, you know?
Yeah. So at the moment, for me, what I've been doing is I've just been I pretty much do group 6. I get as much money as I can in the whole 2 hours, and then I invest everything back into the seeds, into all the equipment that I need, and then I grow, and then I go and once it's growing for the next 2 hours, I go and do group 6 and make all the money I can and then invest it back in again. So that's why I'm always broke all the time. But I'm investing, and then eventually, when it gets up to the point, then I will just be making money like that.
So how does the
If I can make a
weekend work though?
suggestion,
Yeah.
before you go into that, if I can make a suggestion,
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of group 6, and still do. Right. The reason I'm doing group 6 is because I have a feeling that at some point I've noticed a lot of group 6 doors around. That maybe I might be able to do other jobs within group 6, which gets me access to areas where other people can't get into. That's why I've been focusing on group 6, right? However, if you're doing it for the money, you should be looking at doing towing. Because towing at the moment, it is very easy for the money, and you don't have to worry about some cunt running up to you with a knife and taking all your shit off you. You can just chill out in your tow truck. Like, ask KJ, you just chill out in your tow truck, go do job. Like, for 1 impound,
Yeah, I'm
you get
doing Uber at the same time.
$270.
That's pretty good. It's not bad
Yeah,
at all.
$270
Could do it
for
together.
1 impound. And the only problem is if you do it with another person, and it's an impound job, the other person doesn't get the impound fee. They only get $50.
No, they get more.
No, they don't. We tested it today.
Sure. Have you signed out though?
100%.
Because
100%. Mari and myself tested it today.
yeah,
And
because
if I impound it for her, she doesn't get any money, and all I get is $50.
because me and some other girl was doing it yesterday, and after we both signed out from the bossman, because you're not getting like if you're doing normal cars, you don't get it directly to your
Yeah,
paycheck.
you get it on your paycheck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So
I got $50 in my paycheck. That's it.
so when we signed out, both of us had the same amount of money.
So I got 50 in my paycheck for the impound.
Hmm.
I literally signed out after doing the impound. That's it.
Well,
So
then again, like me and John are doing the tow. We need people doing different things. You know, it's always good to have people in different avenues. I think doing the car stuff as well, like down at Mosley's, can be Gucci as well in the meantime. Plus, you're doing Gruber.
Yeah, but I
didn't
think,
hear-
I
I
think
didn't
the thing
hear
you're
about
skipping
that,
at the moment, KJ, is the fact that he needs to do this solely for money, not for progressing in that job. Because he's progressing in weed.
Yeah,
He needs to do
That's
what
my main
makes
thing.
him the best money easily.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, like, if you can get some good reputation and good standing with people in the process, you're doing it while you're making money. I don't know.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Okay.
because when the tow truck, like, you have some tows, like, you pick up the car in the city, you need to go all the way up to Polito to deliver it and go down to the city again to get a new one. When you're doing the stuff down at Mosley's, yeah, it pays less per, but you can do way more at the same time, you know? While you have delivered, like, 3 cars, I maybe have done 1 car, you know, with the tow truck. Like, I was standing down there fixing my tow truck yesterday, and I saw the same guy come, like, 4 times in a heap of, like, 15 minutes. I can probably do 1 tow job in 15 minutes. I don't know how much it pays, but I heard somebody say, you have done it, haven't you, Reggie?
Anywhere from $10 to 100 and something for a
Okay,
job.
so it can
However-
be good or it can be
however,
bad.
If you don't understand
Yo,
how to
but the
drive a
mom, thank you so
manual,
much,
or you
Miras.
fuck up slightly,
Thank you,
you can fuck
you.
up the car and you get nothing. I've seen a lot of fucked up cars along the way.
Yeah, all right. But
But Dahlia has said that it's not really worth doing it herself. The only reason she's doing it is so it helps her with fixing cars at Mosley.
it helps you with the reputation with the guy, yeah?
Yes, but that's for mechanic shit.
Yeah, but then again, you know, mechanical can be good to have, you know, for the future.
Well, I have done my time of mechanic. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Dom, can I call you back? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you figure out what you can do, you know, in the heap of money, but what,
Yeah.
like, how is the process with the weed, though? And do you know how, like, can you push it on the streets, or how does it work?
So the deal I have with Smalls right now is we're practically doing separate things. So, but which every time we find out something
Thank
new,
you
we
guys.
practically
Appreciate
call
you
each
guys
other.
so much, man.
This is the whole. I can't really push anything right now, but the whole process of what I've understood about the plants and everything that I can do. So obviously, you got anti-pesticide, right? Anti-pesticide is for the pests that come through, like the bugs that will come through onto your plants and eat all your bud, eat all the bud and the plant itself. But if you got any pesticide on it, it will stop that, right? Now
Right.
I'm thinking also with the fertilizer. Word on the street is like, you know, if you plant the plant in the ground, the nutrients of the ground, and you know, it can pick up a disease. So maybe you need to use the fertilizer to you know, get the nutrients that it needs and stops that type of like disease happening to the plant. Now, obviously, with the water, if you don't have water on it,
Stay tuned. Yeah,
the plant
Denise.
doesn't grow at all. Like, it will not grow at all. So you need those 3 things. But now with the rep, I kind of told Smalls fertilizer is not a key thing to invest in because you're just losing money. We're not looking at quality. We're looking at rep. So don't worry about the quality of the weed. He's like, yeah, but I want to try and dry it and sell it. I'm like, that's fine, but don't worry about it now. You haven't even get a rack yet. If we get a rack, then start worrying about that.
So what is
Have
a
you
rack?
spoken with Smalls today?
Yeah.
Did he tell you that one of his things dried?
So did mine, actually.
And maybe a little bit of, like, because that can help you recoup some of your money.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
in a
looking at.
meeting with
So
someone.
what is a rack?
So right now with the racks is
that's exactly
when you pick the bud with the harvesting tools that you got to buy from the guy,
Yeah.
you got to put it on the rack, and the rack would dry the weed, right?
Oh.
But the thing is, you need the rep to buy the rack. That's the thing.
And how do you get the rep?
You just gotta grow and harvest, grow and harvest, grow and harvest, like over and over and over again.
So you need to
I
grow and
found-
harvest until until you can buy that, and then you can dry it, and then you can probably sell it afterwards or push it on the streets.
Are you
Yeah.
able to get a drying rack yet or no?
No.
The Smalls said that he should be able to, but he can't.
Yeah. So my information that I was told, you got to get at least your rep up there to like at least like 5-ish, right? On the street.
It was good, Mari.
Yo, just calling and wish you a happy birthday. I'm going to bed. Have a good day. Feel better soon.
Hey, thank you so
See
much.
ya.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I kind of told him as well, like with the growth of the plants too, you can't grow like, see how we're all standing together like this? If we were all plants, you two would grow and I would not, because both of y'all would take out the nutrients out of the ground and take up all the, so me, I wouldn't grow. But once I harvest you both, then I would start to grow. So the spacing is crucial, like super crucial. Yeah, you can't just stack them on top. Otherwise, it won't do that. Now, so what I've been doing is, I think Smalls has been growing out in the wilderness. I've been growing at least like around,
Hiring Gary,
5
yeah.
to 10, but I'm throwing them in multiple different areas. So, if somebody does find my grow, all my eggs are in one basket. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah. So if I lose 3
But
plants,
are you able
okay,
to
that's
stash
3,
it all
but-
now? Do you have a place where we can stash it?
KJ, are you aware of storage in your apartment yet?
No.
Oh,
So
cool.
if you go to uTool,
Yeah.
Carol, go to your apartment. When you're looking at the catalog to put it
Yeah.
down, you want to make sure that you're looking for the barrel that says storage, not prop.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
put
What did you
it
say
down,
again? You
and
need to buy at the U-Tool?
a barrel
A barrel. Okay.
Yeah.
in the gardening area. When you
Right.
put that down, you have
Yo,
4
Chandra,
little
thank you so
shelves
much.
in there that you can put stuff on, which works out to be about 8.
Oh, Charver, happy birthday, Kong. Miss you guys. Have a good day.
The catalog
And I
price for that
appreciate
is
you. Happy
market value
birthday.
is
Thank you, guys.
$375.
Thank you, guys.
But there's a tax on top of that too, so it might be like what, like $390 maybe.
Yeah, just
I
take
could be wrong.
400 with you and grab
It'll
one.
take
Yeah,
tax of everything. If you make some money, you pay tax of that as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, there's a lot of things we've been doing. I tried to sell some weed a couple of days ago, but
Hype.
I sold
great birthday,
a
thank
guy a bag, but there was no weed in it because I couldn't put the weed in the bag. So then that's when I learned about the drying racks. And I could throw that in my apartment, so I should be able to like start stacking it once I get to that, or find somebody that has one. Benji said I could give him like 2,700 or whatever, and he could get me one. I was like, oh, okay. He goes, but was it you, Reggie, that told me, or somebody told me it was like people were pushing him for 5,000 a pop on the street right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So if he can actually get you one for that, then do that, because it's going to help you guys. But don't go paying $5,000 for that shit. It's just remember, more people are going to be able to start selling it, which will drive the prices hell down.
Yeah. It's way better to make sure that we have enough economy, when the shit hits.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Like it's good to have the knowledge, but if we're not able to dry it, like I understand getting the reputation with it in the meantime, but at the same time, I think, getting the economy up is good.
Smalls came to me with a pretty good plan too, by the way. So we used to be able to grab the wet bud and throw it all into one big bag, right?
Yeah.
So we used to be able to pile it on top of each other in the barrel. Yeah, I think the bags are a lot smaller now, so we can't do that.
Oh.
So Smalls, we've ran into a bit of a problem. So Smalls came up with a recommendation of finding a secure